Howdy, y'all. It's Cody from the Keepers of Nerdom. How y'all doing? Something weird happened yesterday. We were out at a what do you call those, Kara?
Flea market?
Flea market, thank you. And looking around, and up on the very top shelf, I pointed out to my daughter, who was really wanting some Keyforge tokens, because I have several, but if you split them up, then it's not enough really to play for bigger games, like games where a lot of creatures are out in the field. And so she was really needing this stuff, and lo and behold, she looks up at the very top shelf, as after I pointed out, and there was this sitting up there. And Kara, how much was this thing?
$5.
$5. And she's gotten into it already as far as just looking in the box, but we haven't opened the decks themselves, because the two decks in here are random, unlike the original starter deck. And this is a neat thing, like really cool. Let's get in here and just do a quick look over on the items that come in here. We won't do like everything. There is a quick play idea overview of the game, that kind of stuff. Just, simple rules. We'll move on. Really neat stuff that, like I said, she hasn't even punched out the stuff because it was still in a wrapper and everything. It was $5, which the Worlds Collide decks easily, I'd say at least $10 minimum. And the next thing, so now she's got her own set of keys. Very good. Amber and
Enraged.
That is Enraged. Good. Enraged, her warding tokens, damage pips, and also
the chains.
The +1 power and the chain stuff counter as well. And it's funny, the proof of purchase you can actually punch out. So it had two play mats, Saurians and Star Alliance. Let's see if we can get those in here. They're just paper, so they're not going to hold up real well over time, but hey. And then in the box was just two decks, still sealed, right? Oh, these just don't have tape on them except on the edge. That's funny. But I love these edge openers. So, Kara, why don't you go ahead and get that one ready? And again, this edge opener, nothing done here.
Wait.
This was the set where the two new factions, nope, you want on the side with the tape. Peel the tape. There you go. Very nice here. Worlds Collide was where Saurians and Star Alliance were introduced. Great groups right there. Star Alliance was good at the time, but Saurians were on a whole nother level of just silly in the set. That's interesting, Kara. There's I don't even know what that's for. A prop up. Maybe that's for dividing those to put decks in here? It probably is. Let's see. I think that would be exactly what that's for, so you could store stuff in here as well. I might still have a baggie or two left from my other stuff for your tokens. All right, what's your first deck? And we'll do some review.
Okay. So first we're
going to scoot up just a little bit here. Wow, there we go.
First we've got Bromnar, Shadows, and Saurians.
Nice.
Stanley the Cotton of Calamity.
I know, it's after reading Katoon, or whatever that is, very strange. And I don't remember how these open, because the older style, Gen 1s and 2s, had a little red ribbon on them. Yeah, these just open like this. And, of course, we're not going to look much at the house card. I didn't mean to even show it to you all. But that way we can just be surprised together. So our first thing is Sneck Lifter. Play, take control of an enemy artifact while under your control. If it does not belong to one of your three houses, it is considered to be a house of House Shadows. Very nice. Whisper, elusive, action, lose 1 amber. If you do, destroy a creature. It's interesting. Umbra, skirmisher, so it doesn't take damage when it attacks, and it fights to steal 1. Trust no one. Play, steal 1 amber. If there are no friendly creatures in play, instead steal 1 amber for each house represented among enemy creatures to a maximum of 3. So if you don't have anything out yet, this can get pretty nasty. Another one? Ronnie Wrist Clocks. Play, steal 1. If your opponent has 7 or more, steal 2 instead. Kymor Eclipse. Play, shuffle each flank creature into its owner's deck. Very nice, but it does target you. And another one as well. Hugger Mugger. Just love the name of it because it's funny. It's a 3-power elusive. Play, capture 1 amber. Then, if your opponent has more forged keys than you, steal 1. So you get to capture and possibly steal. Very nice. Hawk. All right, play, destroy an artifact. If you do, gain 1 amber. So you can destroy one of their artifacts and gain money for doing so. Ridiculous. Bad Penny. Unfortunate. When she's destroyed, she returns to your hand. And that sounds good until you realize that means that card has to get rid of at some point. And if it's not on a turn of shadows like they did it on their turn, you're going to have to deal with that later. Avinda. Reap. Deal 1 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys a creature, your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Not very useful. All right. We're into Saurians. Our first rare here is Saurus Rex. Nice. When he fights or reaps, if Saurus Rex is in the center of your battle line, you may exalt it. If you do, search your deck for a Saurian card, reveal it, and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So we can get him into the center, and this is where this started showing up if memory serves. Well, yeah, it would have been here, because I don't know if Gen 2 had the middle of battle line stuff. It just had if the ambassadors that could play into others' things. But notice the Saurians, like 6 power is pretty decent for them. And then Grimlockus Ducks, right? Here's another rare. He has Taunt. He's 11 and 2. When you play him, though, you have to exalt him twice. So there's 2 Amber on him, so that way when your opponent defeats him or he just dies in combat or anything, that Amber is going to them. So he's powerful, but you also pay a lot for that. Tribune Pompatus. Each friendly creature gets +2 power for each Amber on it. Now that's interesting because that works really well here because all of a sudden he's not actually an 11-2 when this guy's out. He's at least going to be a 15-2. Crazy. Before fight, you may exalt Tribune Pompatus. So then he can get stronger as well. Ancient Power. Ward each friendly creature with Amber on it. Man, that's good. Tricerian Legionnaire. We're seeing right now the Saurians just amazing regardless of which deck they show up in almost. He's a 5-1 with Taunt, and when you play him, ward a friendly creature. Amazing. And another one. Good gracious. Tribute. Play. The most powerful enemy, or the most powerful friendly creature captures 2 Amber. You may exalt that creature to repeat the preceding effect. So you can capture up to 4 Amber, but you do have to pay an extra 1 to get it on there. Retter Gallum. I haven't seen this card very often. Play. Your opponent's keys cost +3 during their next turn. When you reap with him, though, you may exalt him. If you do, your opponent's keys cost +3 during their next turn as well. Very nice. Praefectus Ludo. Each other friendly creature gains destroyed. Move each Amber on this creature to the common supply. This protects Grimlockus Ducks, makes him super strong, and also protected from destruction typically. Fantastic. Unfortunately, you didn't get a Sinister Strix, it doesn't look like, or the Imperial Scutums, but you're doing just fine because of other warding. Like this. This is silly. That's a common? I don't remember this card. Imperium. Play. Ward 2 friendly creatures. That's really good. And another one? You have ward out the wazoo. Never mind. Here it is. The Imperial Scutum. This creature gets +2 armor and gains destroyed. Move each Amber on this creature to the common supply. You are completely protected. This deck is fantastic, actually, so far. Nagi Smart Fist. He's a rare. Fight. I don't remember this one, actually. Fight. Draw 2 cards. Discard 2 random cards from your hand. Whoa. So when you fight, you have to draw 2. He's a scientist for the Brobnar. That's hilarious. It's funny in this set because Brobnar kind of lost their identity with the Saurians being stronger with more capture and whatnot, and the Brobnar, it's like we're meant to fight and gain money through fighting, but they're not the strong ones anymore. Kind of weird. But drawing 2 cards and discarding 2 randoms. Weird. Oh, another rare. Man, you got a lot of rares here. Guji Dinosaur Hunter. Elusive. That's not very common with Brobnar. Action, deal 2 damage to a creature. Deal 6 damage instead if it's a dinosaur creature or has Amber on it. Wow, that's awesome. Alright, the Shattered Throne. After a creature is used to fight, it captures 1 Amber. It does have to survive, though, in order for this to be useful. Blood Money. Place 2 Amber from the common supply on an enemy creature. It's an action. Wonderful. Oh, sorry. Warrior's Refrain. Play. Stun each creature with power 3 or lower. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't work well with your shadows, but not too bad. 2 of those. Narp. Narp's neighbors cannot reap. He's an 8-1 power. Does hurt you, but wow, he's a strong one. Groke. When he fights, your opponent loses 1 Amber. He does have to survive. Gengar Chieftain. Play. You may ready and fight with a neighboring creature. Berserker Slam. Play. Deal 4 damage to a flank creature. If this damage destroys that creature, its controller loses 1 Amber. Barn Raising. Play. For the remainder of the turn, your opponent loses 1 Amber each time a friendly creature fights. These kind of cards are good if you have stuff already out, but otherwise they are useless. And unfortunately, there are 2. I think, unfortunately, the Brobnar might bring this deck down a little bit, but the Shadows was pretty solid as far as just great control of stuff. But then the Saurians was silly. Just the amount of warding and capture potential. It's not a whole lot of capture, I guess, but the amount of, because there's only 1 tribute here, but the amount of warding that's present on here. Good gracious. I mean, there's some serious stuff you can do here. Pretty cool. I think that's going to be I could see that as a high 80% deck pretty easily.
Ooh, yay.
All right, next deck, Kara. Let's see it.
I have not looked at the houses yet.
Go ahead.
Untamed, Shadows, and Saurians.
You got Saurians again. No Star Alliance in the starter deck, but
Diana W. What?
Tyrannosuchus.
The 5th.
So it's Succus. All right, so we have 2 houses we've already seen. If there are repeats of those house cards, we are not going to read through them fully. We'll just say, hey, they're already there, and we've already seen it, something like that, and move on. If I can get this undone.
Do you need help?
Maybe.
Okay.
Sorry, folks, we're getting there. We'll get it open shortly.
It's just...
Ow! Okay. As you can tell, that's the one thing they did away with that was very sad, was the ribbon.
What in the
Because
world?
now it's just on the edges. Oh. And if you find the right spot to open it, it's easy. And then if you don't find it, all of a sudden it's crazy hard. Kind of like saran wrap. All right, let me see. What is going on here with this deck?
Maybe it's too good and doesn't...
It's just stuck. It's stuck. All right. If you saw that right there, then cool. You know what's already in the deck. But otherwise, here it comes.
Maybe.
There, I'm into it. There we go. Maybe. Should have just brought a knife for this. This is silly. There we go. Oh my gosh.
Now I'm really excited to see what's in it, because that was crazy.
Just a fight just to get in this silly thing. All right, let's start it off. Here we go.
Finally.
Pose Pixies is your first rare. All right, it's elusive, and amber stolen or captured from your pool is taken from the common supply instead. So protection card, very nice. Nepeta Gigantica, cool. It's a rare item, artifact, action, stun a creature with power 5 or higher, or stun a giant creature. It's fun. Panpaka Jaga. Interesting. Skirmish. Creatures to the left of Panpaka Jaga in the battle line gain skirmish. Is Panpaka Anga in here? Fangtooth Cow, oh no. At the end of your turn, destroy the least powerful creature. This is not a good card in Shadow's decks.
I have a deck with that card, and that card always scares me.
Unsuspecting Prey. Play. Deal 2 damage to up to 3 undamaged creatures. Song of the Wild. Play. For the remainder of the turn, each friendly creature gains Reap. Gain 1 amber. Molefin. Hazardous 3. So before this creature is attacked, deal 3 damage to the attacking enemy. So he actually deals 6 damage in basically from the combat, but if they only have 3 health, they won't even get to him. After amber is stolen from you, deal 1 damage to each enemy creature for each amber stolen. Interesting. Key charge. Play. Lose 1 amber. If you do, you may forge a key at current cost. Imprinted Murmook. Ooh, that's a really pretty card. Elusive, and your keys cost -1. So this guy dodges out of combat when they're attacked for the first time. Bramble Links. Very nice. He already has skirmish, so Panpaka Jaga doesn't help him. If you have used a creature to reap this turn, Bramble Links enters play ready. Very nice. Another one. A third one. Unfortunately, Panpaka Jaga does not make a very good thing here. Okay, so first off, this is a Maverick card, Kara.
What's that mean?
This is not supposed to be in this house. This is actually an Untamed card, because you can see Human and the Witch identification. Whoa. So it's supposed to be part of the Untamed. It's elusive, so in combat it ignores 1 fight first, just first time, and then when it fights or reaps, worry each of the feathered shaman's neighbors. Very cool. The Shadow Council, 3 power, but it's multiple people. Elf, Leader, and Thief. That's interesting. It's elusive. While the Shadow Council is on the center of your battle line, it gains action, steal 2. Very nice. So this is actually your first rare, because the other one was the Maverick. Too much to protect. Steal all but 6 of your opponent's amber. Very nice. No safety in numbers. Deal 3 damage to each creature that belongs to a house that has 3 or more creatures in play. Could be really good, could be bad, just depends on the game. Umbra, we've seen it. Trust No One, we've seen. Simon. It's an elf thief, please explain. Skirmish, when you use this creature to fight, is dealt no damage in return. It's a 1 power skirmisher, okay. Fight, put the creature Simon fights on top of its owner's deck. Oh. Nice.
I know a Maverick, because it looks like it's supposed to be like part of Star. or Mars or Star
It's not.
Wars.
It's
Yeah.
just it's supposed to be there. Pestering Blow. Play, deal 1 damage to a creature and enrage it. Meh. Double meh. Hugger Mugger we have seen. Hit and Run. Play, deal 2 damage to a creature. Return a friendly creature to your hand. A Vindo we have seen again. All right, now we're into the Saurians. Diplomacy. It's an alpha card. Play, until the start of your next turn, each creature gains before fight. Exalt this creature. What's good about this is it applies to your opponent's creatures as well, that they get exalted, and that's what it's for. So if you don't have any Saurians out, this is really good. All right, the Callipygan Ideal. Play, exalt this creature. This creature gains, you may spend amber on this creature as if it were in your pool. Very nice. This is a good upgrade. City-state interest. There's those captures. Play, each friendly creature captures 1 amber. Centurion Stenopius. 3/2. He gets +3 power for each amber on him. Play, fight, or reap, you may exalt Centurion Stenopius. So he, when you play him, is already going to be at a 6/2. Guaranteed. Well, if you want to. Another one. Very nice. Tricerian Legionary we have seen. Very good. Tribute we have seen. Lots of capture here. Tribute again. Senator Strix. You may spend amber on Senator Strix as if it were in your pool. You may exalt Senator Strix when you play or reap with it. A second one. Good gracious. Imperial Scutum twice for the last 2 cards. Wow. That Saurian's all of a sudden saved itself with the Senator Strixes and the Imperial Scutums, because now it has lots of capture, and also you can put these on and go, actually, you're getting nothing. So, and Senator Strix plus the Callipygan Ideal, you can spend amber off of your creatures. Pretty bonkers there. I would say, I don't know if this one's as strong as the other one, but it is really cool. The Saurians, once again, show why they were so good in 3rd edition decks. So, Kara, I think you lucked out really well. And did we say how much we paid for this whole thing?
Yeah, $5.
$5 for this that just happened to be in a flea market. Somebody didn't want it and had kept it wrapped, and easily those decks would be $10 to $12 a piece. So then she got all the cardboard stuff, some play mats, and the box, and the 2 decks for $5. It was a good win. Now, we'd love to have you continue joining us for just enjoyment of all these nerdy things on our channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all, and take care. Bye.